Hello.
Hello.
We've been here in Ireland for 1 month,
We have.
and we shall share some of our experience and stuff.
We're having a fireside chat. Also because it's very warm here. Cheers. Ah! Yay, we got one! We have like a few little stories from, we're in a small town. We went to the community center for like an event. They had an Irish storyteller, which was really kind of fun.
Our hosts were like, "Oh, this is something happening. You might enjoy it. Check it out."
So we went and we show up, and so we're like, we heard there might be a storyteller here, and they were like, "Oh, you must be the two that live in the cottage. I hear you make videos." I believe they called us filmmakers, and we were like, "How do you know us already?"
And it's not that we are looking like tourists.
No,
it's that everyone knows.
Everyone knows everyone that's a local. Mm-hmm. So if you're not, you immediately stick out just because you're not one of the other people that I know in this town. So it's obvious you're not from here.
Yeah.
They've all been very hospitable.
They're very, very nice.
They have been extremely nice.
Mm-hmm. I really like Irish people because they also have really great humor. I think.
They do.
They love joking. They really give you a lot of shit, which is like my kind of humor.
Yeah,
so it's
definitely fun.
Oh, yeah.
So even though we're outsiders and they all know it, no one has really treated us in like a snobbish way at all. Everybody's been like super so, and they like to, what is it they said? They said they like to talk shit about their own town, but you can't talk shit about it. Oh yeah, another thing that I love about being in a small town is that our address has no numbers.
So our place is legitimately the cottage. That's the address. There's no street, there's no number. It's the cottage. The cottage.
And one thing I've didn't expect was this kind of different stress of driving. Countryside, there's going to be less cars, and the roads are going to be a little bit smaller, but there's not going to be people around. But first of all, there are no cars much as the city, of course, but the roads are way smaller and trickier.
Okay, we're almost at the place we're supposed to go, but it's on this literal one-lane road, and we're so confused. We're like, what do you do if another person comes down this road?
It's dangerous.
Yeah.
Just hide in the bush.
There's no room to pass here. What do you do? There's houses up here.
I really don't understand this logic behind
The number of one-lane roads. There's even on two-lane roads, on major highways, there's a lot of roads that they cross a bridge and the bridge is one lane, so you have to yield to traffic on either end, or you'll turn down a side lane. We went to go see a garden, and took us down this lane that looked like it was a mistake.
You shouldn't take actually the speed sign seriously.
Oh yeah, every speed sign here is 100 kilometers per hour, even if it's crazy turns and uphill. And there was this one turn yesterday we went on in the drive. I don't know what you call it, but it was the road went this and then suddenly turned around and went the other way. Yeah. And the speed limit was 80 kilometers per hour. And we're that is unsafe.
Exactly. I'm not an advanced manual driver, so literally, I had to turn, and it was speeding down. My car is speeding down because
the car
I'm scared.
was not happy.
Not happy because it was speeding down, and my gear was too high, and definitely stopped on an uphill.
One thing that's funny, too, is we were filming a hyperlapse through the windshield, and so we actually got you stopping the car in it. It's Generally, the driving has not been easy, but everywhere has been beautiful. It's been some really incredibly scenic drives.
Mm-hmm.
This is the road that we're passing right now.
But there's some animals.
Oh yeah, we literally had to stop in the road because some guy was herding his sheep across the street.
I know. The sheep to pass.
Some sheeps have stopped traffic on this road.
And that's cash, that's unusual. And sometimes we stop for a puppy and a kitty. It is the same.
It's the same kitty!
Kitty, you have to literally get out.
Kitty, get out the way. It just keeps going. Run for cover, kitty. Good job, kitty.
It would look
back and be nope, car's still there, and then it would keep running, and then it would stop, and it would look back. Oh, car's still there.
We're buddy, you have to really go
left,
far.
right. So forward is not your answer. There's a whole biscuit section that we were unfamiliar with, and we got digestives. Yeah. There's this one that looks like just like basically the most boring biscuit ever, but secretly it's coconut.
Oh, it's amazing.
It's amazing. Should I go get it to show them?
Yeah, the pops, right? And everything, okay, while she's getting the biscuits, everything is kind of secretly called someone's name. Like the brands are called Jack's, or brands are called someone's like names like Leigh's or Soo Zee's. But I don't think it's actually the CEO's name. Maybe the original people who founded it was like that. But like everything is called like even like stores, like biscuits, like all this like places or just like somebody's.
Okay, so this is the tea cake, okay? And it comes in this like little tiny thing. This one I accidentally got squished a little bit.
No!
I know. But we went to the store because the back opened. And it's in this amazing package. This package is awesome too.
All vintage, and like all this like really fonts and like it's like
it's great. And we also found that this type of like font styling is also in a lot of the really old vintage storefronts. Like this type of like all
like,
caps.
Yeah,
it's very
slab, slab, and all this like kind of designer vintage. You know, 1, 2 like print colors.
Very fun.
Yeah, I think it's maybe the original package.
They have a bunch of other ones too, like Tunnocks also has like caramel wafers and stuff, but this is the only one we can find in our little town. And then this is the other thing we found, Jacob's Polos. Jacob's makes, I guess, water crackers or whatever. Jacob's Polo crackers, like biscuits, we have been eating a lot of.
This is the one that has the coconut.
Good. It's like secretly coconut. It's amazing.
Some Irish person in Twitter was like saying like it drives her crazy that other country doesn't have biscuit options.
Oh, I imagine if you grew up thinking everywhere has that, you would know.
Yeah. Hey, pup. There's 2 incidents in this like trip that was kind of new and we're discovering her Americanized but taste.
It makes me laugh too. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, so we come to our home and it was our first like our first grocery shopping. Just think that we're gonna make sandwiches a lot. Should we get like actually chips? I'm like, what? What is that?
Why?
Why? What does it have to do with chips and like sandwiches? Like she's like, oh, like don't you want chips with your sandwiches? Like I'm like, no, never. When? Like why? And, like there's so many questions about why do you think
chips and what? That makes no sense. Even though I don't like chips, it's just naturally a sandwich and chips. Like
I know. I thought it was like, do you want chips on the like just for a snack but like it wasn't. And she always somehow doesn't like actually like regularly eat chips, but she'll always eat chips with sandwiches. Especially
it's very strange. It's
when we go to Subway,
I always get chips and I never have chips otherwise.
I'm like, what? It's like I don't know. It's like 2 different foods.
I don't know. It's a weird combination, but it's just so we bought all this like bread for Toasties. You guys know how much I love Toasties. So I was like, do we need like a jam or like should we have peanut butter? And Susie's like, you hate peanut butter. Why would you want to have peanut butter? I'm like, it just feels like we need like spreadables on our bread.
Yeah, and she's like, no, you shouldn't say like, I need peanut butter. Like,
no, I was
like, I feel like we have
spreads.
Yeah, we're low on spreads. What are the spread options? We should get peanut butter. I'm like, no.
Susie's like, not only do you not like peanut butter, but you and I both don't do jam. So like, why are you trying to buy some sort of jam all the time?
She's like, no, it feels like lack of like.
Feels like we need to have a jam.
That was funny for me. Leigh's mom comes next week.
My mom came and visited.
And she was like, ooh, like there's a lot. She's like totally like Leigh. She loves toast and like she likes to.
It was her first word was toast.
That's how much she likes toast. So she comes,
yeah, she's gonna have breakfast.
Yeah, if you want to make a little like toast, we can do that. She was like, oh, you're like lacking like some spreadable. Like,
do you have any?
No. Don't you want to buy some peanut butter? It was not even a question. Like, why don't you have peanut butter? I'm like,
and I was like, this is where I get it, Susie. This is where
cracked up. I just had to crack up. I'm like, is this so funny? Is it a gene? It's just like,
is it an American thing? Is it a genetic thing?
I can't verify, but it's like strong under like stream. I'm like, peanut butter and chips. I was like,
funny. But I can kind of see how people from Korea and other Asian countries come to Europe and feel like all it is bread and cheese and pasta. And they must feel like and like even the meat has like no flavor compared to a lot of Asian curry. Like imagine a Thai curry.
Yeah,
it's like there's lots of sour flavors and sweet flavors and like fermented things, spicy things, and then you come to Europe or you come to Ireland and it's like literally beef and mashed
it's
potatoes.
very comparatively bland.
Right.
But it's not. It's like the ingredients are great. So I've been enjoying really good fish, really good beef.
The ingredients are very high quality.
Oh,
The lamb
right.
is really good. The beef is fantastic. We've had great seafood.
Lobster was
The lobster
great.
was awesome.
I heard oysters is also
Oysters
seasoned.
also supposedly, right now we're in the seasons, we're super jazzed about getting that done. I had mussels that were fantastic. We did, like, the potatoes are good, the butter is good, like, the cream is delicious, like, everything is really good. The Irish love of potato is not an exaggeration. We went to this place for dinner, and they usually have, like, an option. Like, do you want, like, potatoes and, like, vegetables, or do you want, like, French fries and salad? And so we were like, yeah, I'm feeling a little low on vegetables. French fries and salad would be great. It feels like there's always potato is like always part of the side. So you get a food and there's a potato. And then
when they say side vegetable is usually gonna be like hot potatoes and carrots and leek. So we ordered like, all of us were like, yeah, we want like salad. So we ordered it and then it's actually a potato salad. It's like literally it's like a potato mash or like marinated into mayonnaise, right?
Yeah.
And we just laugh. We're like, either or you're gonna get French fries or a potato salad, or
you can't escape it.
Potato salad. You know, I'm like,
So that's been fun. There's been a lot of adventures. There's been getting to know the locals, getting to know kind of the rhythm of how life here is. And I definitely know we're not, like, if you come to Dublin, we're not having the same experience as you would if you were in a Galway or Dublin or Cork or like a really kind of bigger city. We definitely are having a kind of country life, but we're enjoying it. Driving around, like, I feel like we've gotten a pretty good experience, yeah. And we're getting ready. We've been here for a couple weeks, and we're getting ready to move to the opposite side of the country. And I'm gonna miss this fireplace.
I know we don't have a fireplace
in our
the
next
other
place. Yeah.
Next place.
I don't think it's gonna be so cold in the next place.
Yeah, but still.
So that's it for the update. Anything else to add?
I think we're gonna discover more. I hope
think
there's
we are.
more to discover in Ireland.
so.
That was it.
That's it.
Bye.
Okay, thanks. Bye.